Here you go.
All right. One,
Top speed. Table set before me, so plus the other side can't ignore me. They just wanna join, they loyal and change up. Maybe you should flip a coin. They got the trophy waiting for me where I'm going. Put that banner up. The skills here are so intact. I travel to the future when I step back. Hang time like the dock and you might be stacked. But to stop what we got, man, you might need Shaq. They think our confidence is arrogance, but that's just fact. Destiny yelling how we look if we don't scream back. We are cream of the crop, the top tier. That's why they beating on the drums, cause the champ.
Here you go.
all right. One,
Top speed. Table set before me, so plus the other side can't ignore me. They just wanna join, they loyal and change up. Maybe you should flip a coin. They got the trophy waiting for me where I'm going. Put that banner up. The skills here are so intact. I travel to the future when I step back. Hang time like the dock and you might be stacked. But to stop what we got, man, you might need Shaq. They think our confidence is arrogance, but that's just fact. Destiny yelling how we look if we don't scream back. We are cream of the crop, the top tier. That's why they beating on the drums, cause the champs in here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, just look at that piece. Yeah. Come on. You were never getting on our level. We go here, we would never settle. Trophies raised high here, we call it heavy metal. Giving no breaks, feet on the pedal, top speed. Up for any challenge you bring. See the results of the last group that challenged the team. Efficiency is high when you challenge the ring. Matter of fact, hold his L and clean. You deserve it. We don't just dominate, we serve it. No guesswork here, we certain. You see the wins and start flirting. We put a ring on it, where's the curtains? Ready. They got me saying I'm hungry. Just look at that piece. Yeah. You were never getting on our level. We go here, we would never settle. Trophies raised high here, we call it heavy metal. Giving no breaks, the feet on the pedal, top speed.
See corn nuts over there, Tim? Oh, yeah, that's the best.
There you go.
This video is the lamest attempt at trying to somehow relate to the American people. In my opinion, it only succeeded in doing one thing, and that's showing just how fake and how scripted the Harris Walz campaign really is. And it shows just how dumb and how gullible they really think that we are. Because they made that video in hopes that people would be like, oh wow, they go to the gas station too, they're so relatable. Excuse me, it cost me $100 to fill up my tank the other day, okay? Take me back to when gas was $1.60 a gallon. We have way bigger problems than corn nuts and Doritos, okay?
What's up, guys? Welcome to the latest episode of the Real Recon. Excuse me, y'all. Holy shit. There we go. Oh man, this is a lot. What's up, guys? Welcome to the latest episode of the Good Faith Show. I'm your host, Andre Morton, and the Good Faith Show is a part of the ATP network. You can catch the ATP network on YouTube, Rumble, and Rockfan, and Twitter as well, and Twitch. Not Rockfan, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Twitter. Sorry, y'all. Oh, my headspace is just so fucked up, man. You know, in a case like this, I really should take a leave of absence from this network. But if I do, then we're dead in the water. So I gotta fight through it, man. I've been through so many other battles in my life, but I'm supposed to come out with a 2-part mini series called "Fight for My Life," but I just didn't like the way I was. I was standing up. My clothes was all raggedy. Not raggedy, but I just didn't look right. Just look awkward. So I'm gonna redo it and come out with it sometime in October. Be on the lookout for that. I can't let people get me down. I known to let people's inactions and actions just bother the shit out of me. They living their life, they doing what they supposed to do, and I'm sitting over here um hooping and hollering over their miscalculations. Like, I can't do that. You know, um, Things didn't start the way I want them to. I think things that I could have did better as well. With people. I think I got myself in a bigger hole than I wanted to. I think just less is more. It is when it comes to doing things. Less is more. Um, you know, and I think the results is not what I want them to. The network on YouTube is at like 900 subscribers, but it's just man. The thinking about what YouTube did to us, like, because we use Breakfast Club content, like that hurt us too. So we're not really seeing those 900 subs, and people move on quick. Like, that's why people always tell you, when you on YouTube, especially, you gotta keep uploading so much content. You gotta go live. You gotta upload clips. If you don't do that, you out the algorithm. They punish you. YouTube, to be honest with you, to get monetized, you got to hit 1,000 subs, and then it's not about the money for me. I'm just saying, like, the way I hear about how people got on YouTube and stuff like that. So really, they work you like a dog. You don't get no money from it, and yeah, even if you have 1,000 subs, you're not getting no money. Like, you have to get really tens of thousands of views to see that AdSense money kick in. I'm not doing this for the money. I had to make that clear because some people say, see, I knew he was doing. No, I'm not. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. Um, you know, um, you know, I'm gonna continue to do this, man. I'm not gonna let nobody stop me. People at this point can do whatever they want to do. Um, you know, People could talk about me. People could degrade me, man. Zionists call me all kinds of names. I still gonna say fuck Israel. Twitter could suppress me. I don't care, man. My impressions, Twitter. I see that how low they are. Like, and then I asked somebody today in the DMs on Twitter. Like, I said, do you know me and the CEO have a network? And they didn't even know we had a network. And how long we had this network? July, and it's now what, October the 1st, and they didn't know. Yeah, Twitter, thank you. All that promotion I'm doing, or maybe they did, maybe they forgot. I don't know. Twitter is a weird place. All Twitter is just a right wing dominant account anyway. Just a bunch of, every time you look on the explore page, you see a bunch of right wingers tweeting about Kamala isn't a woman or some shit like that. It's just crazy extreme shit. But anyway, like, I know I'm getting off on a tangent here. That's what I'm usually do. Yesterday, shout out to Smurf, man. He stepped in, for the CEO. She wasn't able to do it. Shit happens. That's all I'm gonna say about that, man. It is what it is. It's life. Life hits you in the face hard, don't it? It does. So, I'm gonna start doing ATP lives, man. I kind of like it. Smurf, man. Last minute, I texted him. I said, "Hey, man, you want to hop on live with me for a second?" Well, second turned to an hour, but it is what it is. Smurf is good to talk to, man. We don't agree on everything, and that's how it's supposed to be, man. We ain't supposed to be a fucking monolith. I don't know why people think you gotta agree on everything to get along. Like, the fuck, like, what the hell happened to society? Like, people used to disagree and still, like, share a beer together or share a blunt together. Like, come on, man. Like, Society is fucked. I'll tell you that, man. Shameless plugs. I know I got off on a tangent, man. I'm just so stressed out right now. You know, follow the ATP Network Twitter account at ATP Network 247. And sub to my podcast on the bottom of the ticket, Real Recognize Real, available on all major platforms. And that's it. Just keeping it short, sweet. Yeah. So, yeah, that video y'all saw. Kamala Harris is a fake ass bitch. I mean, what else can you say about it? Like they really think that video of her and Tim Walsh at a gas station think they are normie Americans. Like you motherfuckers got handlers to get gas. Like Kamala, you get escorted around in a with the motorcade or some shit, and Tim Walsh you get escorted around too. Like y'all probably haven't got gas since shit. When hell years ago, I don't even know when, but I'm just saying like y'all don't. Hell, last time I've been in a gas station a long time ago. So yeah, just cut the crap. Like nobody believes that shit. Like see, this is why Trump is tied with her. Like because people could see through Kamala's bullshit, and also too about the polls. Somebody's Two Rock. Shout out to Two Rock for TV. He's on YouTube, man. So go subscribe to Two Rock for TV. But warning, he's not for everybody. So just look at his content. If you don't like what he says, then don't shit post in his comment section. Just gone. Cause come on, man. Like everybody, you ain't gonna agree with it. But I don't agree with everything Two Rock says. But he's right about this. Two Rock says that that the polls are skewed towards Kamala, and they're not polling most of America. Like America is sexist and a racist ass country. Like, how can Kamala really technically be leading in the polls like that? Like, I don't know. This don't seem right. And polls can be biased too, unfortunately. Like, what happened to neutral polls? I'm just saying. And so yeah, yeah. Yeah. Shout out to that whoever, I don't know who that woman is that made that TikTok video, but she telling the damn truth. And when she said $100 to fill up a tank, I like, damn, what you filling up a diesel truck? Hell, one of those, yeah. Some of them diesel trucks take $100 to fill up. Holy shit. But it is what it is. I have a SUV and it takes about $60 to fill up. So, oh man, yeah, gas prices still high. So anyway, I'm finna get to the first news story. Let me see. Share my screen here. About the port workers. Let's just get that out the way. Let me see. The port workers. Okay. Here we go, guys. Okay. All right. It says here from CBS News, port workers at East and Gulf Coast terminals steam forward for a strike for the first time since 1977. This is a video here. Should I play this video? I'll play it later. Hope they want them automatic. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. It says U.S. ports along the East and Gulf Coast are set to close on Tuesday, with the union representing tens of thousands of dock workers and the industry group representing port operators and shipping companies at loggerheads over a new labor contract. Experts warn that a prolonged work stoppage could lead to higher costs on goods around the nation and create shortages ahead of the holiday shopping season. See, this is what they worry about here. This is what corporate mainstream media say shopping season. Like really, like wow, because of this strike, you won't get that new fucking Lego set, like, or that new fucking iPhone 16 Pro Max. They're just the same iPhone as the iPhone 13. Like, who gives a motherfucking damn? A 1 week strike could cost the economy $3.8 billion and increase the cost of consumer goods. Hell, consumer goods is already expensive. Wow. Yeah, like some with like some ain't new here. Like you see the fear mongering of mainstream media is just it's out of this world. According to the conference board, which called the situation political minefield, given that it comes just ahead of the November presidential election. Yeah, they saying, oh, no, okay, so it could screw Kamala. It said other estimates of potential economic hit. Sorry, y'all, I'm just tired as fuck. Also suggests the strike could take a toll, though the losses would most likely amount to a small fraction of nearly 20 trillion U.S. economy. Well, if you don't the economy to take a fucking hit, then get this deal done quickly. But they see so fucking greedy. See, these motherfuckers is so fucking greedy. Like they rather, they so fucking greedy that they rather damn near tank the economy than to just negotiate a good deal. Like that's all they want, a good deal. You know. You know. Let me see. A poor strike could cost the U.S. economy billions of dollars a day, hurting American businesses, workers, and consumers across the country. Business Roundtable CEO Josh Bolton said in a statement this weekend, "We urge both sides to come to agreement before Monday night's deadline." Well, that's obviously not going to happen. It don't look like. I might play this video right here. Let me see. Might as well. Hate ads, man. Come on, man. Fucking hate ads. Sorry about the ad, guys. I hate ads. Let's see. Sorry about this, y'all. Just let this play here.
Strike by dock workers that could have severe repercussions for the U.S. economy. Thousands of dock workers at ports from Maine to
again, like you motherfuckers, like y'all keep fear mongering. Like, see what they trying to do. Like, see, striking is bad because it'll hurt the U.S. economy. Well, the U.S. economy. I mean, for poor people, the U.S. economy ain't doing shit. Like, poor people are still getting fucked over. But because basically what they saying in translation is this port worker strike will hurt will hurt the Wall Street goons. They stock portfolios won't look as high for the holiday season. That's basically what they're saying. But anyway,
to Texas could walk off the job tomorrow if a contract agreement is not reached. The sticking points are better pay and job protection from automation. A strike could have.
Wow, that's so general. Like better pay and protection from automation, which they don't want to do. Like they won't automate. Like all these corporations want automation. Like that, maybe let's say like 75% automation. Like they don't like. My thing is, if everything become autonomous, what the fuck these workers gonna do? Like what they gonna do? What, everybody gonna be on the street? Wow. In a factory, robots working everywhere. Like, and anyway, you still need people to work on those robots and stuff. So, okay.
Affect nearly half of the nation's imports, leading to a massive supply chain disruptions and surging prices. Analysts say a dock strike could cost the U.S. economy about $5 billion a day. While President Biden has the authority to intervene, administration officials say he is not planning to do so. CBS News New York reporter Tim Mc.
I'm shocked he's not intervening. Well, they say he had authority to intervene. Like the railroad strike. Hell, I'm shocked. I'm really shocked by that. That's interesting.
Nicholas has been covering this story for us. Tim.
Hell, like if Biden said, hell, fuck it. I don't care what comes anyway.
You've been following the developments. What are the sticking points?
Lindsay, the biggest issues in this negotiation are wages and automation. I'm told that these two sides are at an impasse on those issues, and at this point, a deal is unlikely. Governor Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, just spoke in this building behind me here at the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey headquarters, and she said that she is fully expecting a strike. So that means...
Now look at that. What they say. It says 77% wage increase over 6 years, which is that's a great demand. And job protection for automation. Wow. Wow. Yeah. It's nice to wake up and think about your job is safe without fucking worrying about, worry about one day you wake up and your job is going through the fucking, robot. Yeah, that's nice,
47,000 dock workers will walk off the job if the International Longshoremen's Association and the U.S. Maritime Alliance do not reach a deal today, Lindsay.
If dock workers strike, what will be the impact on the nation's supply chain? How soon could we start seeing shortages or price spikes?
So economists say that this could be the biggest disruption to the flow of goods in and out of the U.S. since the height of the pandemic. I want to put this into perspective for you here. Governor Hochul, for example, just told us that New Yorkers should maybe, if they're planning on buying a car this week, they might want to call the car dealership ahead to make sure there are no issues with that. But she also urged people to not overreact. She said that she's not expecting a shortage of essential goods anytime soon. She also said that some distributors have been stockpiling.
But okay, you saying that it won't be a problem with goods, then why you guys are fear mongering over this? Like y'all literally saying one thing, one ear and out the other. So basically, y'all saying that it won't affect it that bad, but over time it would. These motherfucking the corporations that own these ports don't give a shit because hell no, they're 77% over 6 years. Like wow, people need to live. Like these people don't care. Just like with the our remark workers in Philadelphia, like same shit with them. They want a 4% raise, but they need more than that. Like they won't even give them that, but give them 10 cents.
Goods to make sure that the impact of this is mitigated or limited in some way. So just to put that into perspective, there will be an impact here. We spoke to the owner of a grocery store in Brooklyn, New York over the weekend, who said that, for example, he expects his banana shelf could be empty within a week of this strike because most of his bananas are imported. So there will be an impact on fresh fruit. But as far as essential goods, Governor Hochul just said that pharmaceuticals, for example, she said people don't really need to worry about that too much because most pharmaceuticals are brought into the U.S. by plane, Lindsay.
What if that could happen on the overall U.S. economy? I mean, that figure, $5 billion a day.
So economists have told us that even a 2-week strike could cause issues and disruptions in the economy into the next year. Now, there is some good news here as far as something that might be on a lot of people's minds right now, holiday shopping. Those toys and those toys that people want, the presents that they're trying to get for their kids, things like that.
And about those toys and stuff, like most of that shit, man, like when people buy that stuff, I know it's like these big box stores, like the next day over or maybe a few days later after the Christmas holiday is over, man, people bring that shit back. So, I'd rather, so basically they fabricating this to make it seem like, this is just so bad for the economy. That's to make the economy, but in actuality is not too bad. Make it make sense, man. Oh boy.
Most of that is already on in the warehouses and ready to go here. So there won't be a huge impact in that regard. However, there could be some impact to fresh fruit down the road. There could be some impact to fish that's imported. There could be an impact in the grocery store, and that could in turn affect prices, Lindsay.
Tim McNicholas, thank you so much for joining us.
CBS Sports.
Okay, guys. Done with that. Let me see. The contract between the International Longshoremen's Association in the United States Maritime Alliance, which represents the ports and ocean carriers, expires at midnight Monday. A strike is officially kick off as of 12:01 Eastern Time on Tuesday, according to the ILA. Offering a glimmer of hope that a strike could be averted, USMX said late Monday negotiations with the union have resumed. In the last 24 hours, the USMX and ILA have traded counteroffers related to wages, the industry group said in a statement. Our offer would increase wages by nearly 50%, triple employer contributions and employee retirement plans, strengthen our healthcare options, and retain the current language around automation and semi-automation. USMX added. It said world ports will be affected. A total of 14 ports involving 25,000 workers could be affected by the strike, according to USMX. Baltimore, Boston, Charleston, South Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida, Miami, Houston, Mobile, Alabama, New Orleans, New York, New Jersey, Norfolk, Virginia, Philadelphia, Savannah, Georgia, Temple, Florida, and Wilmington, Delaware. It says ILA is demanding sizable wages hikes and a complete ban of use of automated cranes, gates, and container moving trucks in unloading or loading freight at ports, handling about half of the country's ship cargo. The ocean carriers, represented by the USMX, want to enjoy rich billion-dollar profits that they are making in 2024, while they offer ILA longshore workers an unacceptable wage package that we reject, the union said in a statement on Monday. Of course, yeah, they want the profits. They want the profits. They don't want to share it with you guys. Like you the guys that on the cranes, on the ships, unloading the docks. Hard labor. Like you got. I know. So you guys get up early in the morning. um, if a strike were deemed to threaten national health or safety under the Taft-Hartley Act, President Joe Biden could seek a court order requiring an 80-day cooling off period. But Biden administration officials have repeatedly said he will not take action to prevent a strike and that the contract dispute should be resolved through collective bargaining. Wow, why he couldn't do that through the railroad strike? I wonder why. Interesting. Senior officials have been in touch with USMX representatives, urging them to come to a fair agreement fairly and quickly, one that reflects the success of the company. Senior officials have also been in touch with the ILA to deliver the same message. White House spokesperson Robin Patterson said, "See, if this was going to decimate the economy, then obviously this damn old bastard would have intervened, but it's still not going to hurt like that. Wow, you won't have a few bananas, okay? I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna read a few more. I'm gonna read all this. With the first strike by the ILA in the East and Gulf Coast cargo terminals since 1977 seemingly imminent, officials in New York and New Jersey have been working to minimize any potential supply chain disruptions, setting up trucks to transport food and medical supplies. Fuels like home heating oil and diesel gas are transported in ways that wouldn't be impacted by the strike. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said in a news conference on Monday, although she noted that the potential for disruption is significant. I'm going to read this. New York does not expect shortages of essential goods anytime soon. Okay, then. So there's no need to run to the grocery store and stockpile goods as occurred during the pandemic, Hochul said. Although there might be shortages of individual food items such as bananas, should a strike persist longer than a few weeks, the state will continue to get food shipments from other major markets, including Canada, California, and Mexico, as well as from New York, except the governor added. So, I mean, yeah, so they show their ass. So basically, this strike won't affect the way they want you to think it is. They still fearmonger, but they know it's not severe, So, and Biden, he don't give a shit. He's done. He's a lame duck at this point. So yeah, y'all. I hope these workers, man, I hope these dock workers, I hope they get 77% increase. That's great, and I hope they get protections for automation, because these corporations don't give a fuck about you. Like, like at this point, if you working in these corporate sector jobs, man, you should know that. If you still think that a corporation cares about your well being, you, you're demented. You're demented. Not demented, but you're delusional. You're delusional. Okay. Next story we're about to get to. This is about healthcare. Let me see. This is from Fortune. Um, let me see. Let's see. There we go. Okay, this is from Fortune. There we go. It says more Americans than ever said they'll leave the U.S. for universal healthcare abroad. Wow. I gotta pay. Come on, man. Come on, man. Wow. I'm working on this. I'm gonna try to get this to read, man. This is crazy. Let me see. That sucks. I want to get to this. I'm gonna still get to this. I'll read this article from Monday Weeks. Sorry guys, it's a little bit awkward. Just trying to work this new software. I should work on it offline, not recording, but yeah, let me see. At least Monday Weeks don't charge you, man. Jeez Louise. I'm so sick of these paywalls. Man, it's ridiculous. Like, either they just stockpile it with ads, like CBS News did, or they, have ads, but still charge you, we charge you $1 a month. Like, I don't want to pay nothing. I don't mind ads. Like, okay, you need ads, like, I don't mind seeing an ad, but like ads in front of you, like, it's just overbearing. Okay. This is from Mundo Weiss. From Gaza to Beirut, Abu Jawad Omar on the ripple effect of Israel's attack on Lebanon. Yeah, man. As y'all may know, I'm pretty sure everybody knows. Israel has basically committed another genocide. Like this imaginary state is fucking evil, and it needs to go. It says the following interview with Ajabawad Omar, if I'm getting your name wrong, man, I'm sorry, was recorded on September 25th, 2024, before the massive Israeli attack on the Daya neighborhood of Beirut, which killed Hezbollah Secretary General Hasan Nasrallah. In the interview, Omar outlines Israel's overall strategy in its escalation with Hezbollah, which consisted with this assassination of Nasrallah, and now it is connected to the ongoing genocide in Gaza. The following transcript has been edited for consciousness and clarity. The full version is available on the podcast. Okay. I'm not gonna go through all this. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm just reading this, man. Let me see. For at least 2 weeks, we've been seeing Israel movement towards the escalation ladder in its northern borders, especially with the Lebanese resistance, and more specifically with Hezbollah. It has conducted various forms of operations using some of its intelligence gathered in the 17 years since the 2006 war, including knowledge of Hezbollah, which it's able to penetrate some of its communication devices to create what is called in military language a system shock in enemy forces. To do that, it shows its capacity up the pages and then blowing up some of the walkie-talkies that members of the Lebanese resistance use. I remember that's those pagers that were blowing up. Okay, that makes sense. Of course, it's important to note that a lot of these pagers and walkie-talkies are also used by civilians in the wider Lebanese social base from which Hezbollah is drawn, which is why there were a lot of civilian casualties when these devices exploded in homes, markets, and other locations. It was described as a terror attack because it did not really differentiate between military personnel and civilians and Lebanese more broadly. After conducting these two massive attacks that attempted to paralyze Hezbollah, it also continued with this approach of assassinating its leadership, including bombing a meeting that was taking place between some of Hezbollah leaders in Dania and Beirut. About a dozen of these leaders were killed, including one of the main commanders of the Hezbollah military forces. From a military standpoint, these attacks were meant, first of all, to exact a price from Hezbollah. They were a step up in the escalation ladder, and they were meant to create this system shock by weakening Hezbollah's confidence in itself as a fighting force, creating mistrust in its own communication networks, and depriving it of some of its key leaders. Then, after it conducted all those forms of attack, Israel also moved to a wide-scale bombing campaign, which is genocide, one of the highest and most intensive bombing campaigns that the Israeli Air Force had ever conducted in its history. It's targeting Lebanese homes across villages in the south and now even in the north and in the Beqaa Valley and in other areas across Lebanon. It says, but despite the operational success, even Hasan Nasrallah, the Secretary General of Hezbollah, has acknowledged that these were painful attacks on Hezbollah. The current pandemonium does not mean that these operational successes will translate easily into strategic success. The rationale behind these intensifying escalation campaign is trying to decouple the Lebanese or northern Palestine front from the ongoing genocidal war in the Gaza Strip. Thus far, we have said that Hezbollah has remained calm and has been able to also control the escalation of its rocket firepower, whether in terms of what areas it actually targets besides historic Palestine. For now, it's limited itself to mostly the northern part of the historical Palestine, the Galilee area, or by using some of its high-quality precision rockets. It has slowly and steadily increased the tempo of attacks in a very measured manner, which shows that Hezbollah has maintained command and control, has maintained its ability to fight, and still has lots of its capability to attack, and has not used most of its capabilities throughout the military campaign. So what we have now is a trading of blows. Of course, within the paradigm, Israel is committing more atrocities, killing more civilians, and targeting more of its civic space in Lebanon, while Hezbollah is largely confining itself to military targets, whether it's military bases or some of the industrial infrastructure around Israel's military system or its military capability. Well, I think it's from the outset, Israel has been looking for a highly intensive and short form of welfare. It does not want this war to continue with Hezbollah endlessly, meaning that it's pursuing a cohesion policy. By intensifying its campaign and getting Hezbollah to intensify its firepower, it can reach a point to where each actor will want to resolve issues quite quickly and therefore reach a strategic stalemate that would actually enable a diplomatic resolution to happen without Gaza being considered. I think that Hezbollah has been attempting to do is to show that it's capable of swallowing up a lot of Israel's attacks. Some of them were surprising and shocking, but Hezbollah will still continue in its policy of attritional welfare without reaching the threshold of a complete war. It says here, so Israel is still in a bind. And on one hand, the advantage of being in Israel's position is that it can test Hezbollah's limit. It can bomb as much as it wants, kill as many people as it wants. Exactly a price for Hezbollah's social base and its military organizational capacity. And still not to get into total war, but at the same time, Israel also at some level is afraid of getting dragged into all-out war, as it will cause a lot of havoc within Israel itself, especially if Hezbollah uses its entire rocket arsenal and targets strategic infrastructure or some of its most advanced economic infrastructure in the north or the center. So yeah, like this last page said, yeah. See, Israel wants to, they want to drop a bomb and run, but they go to all scale war, they will have no shot. That's why they, these motherfuckers, Biden and Kamala, sending more aid and troops to Israel. That's why Israel wants a war. I mean, like this is triggering a World War III type of energy, man. Like shit, man. Yeah, like this is a crazy shit, man. It's scary, very scary. Eh, You know, I that's why I'm pro war, because why do okay. Okay, good news, guys. I got Fortune. So yeah, I read that podcast. I guess that's the Mundo Weiss articles from a podcast. I'm on go on their website yourself. You should see it. It said from Gaza to Beirut, how Israel is caught making 2 genocides. So I'm finna share my screen now. I'm happy I'm able to get in. Let's see. Okay. You should see. There we go. They said I could listen to an article. No, I'd rather read. Man, crazy thing, guys. I used to hate to read, man. I used to hate reading, but as over time, man, reading is so good. Like reading and imaginating at the same time. Oh, it says more Americans than ever say yeah. Leave U.S. for universal health care abroad, man. That is insane. I mean, it's not insane. I take that back. I use that word too much. It's not surprising. Healthcare costs in the United States is fucking insane. It's insane. Like a hip replacement for my mama was $65,000. Like, and her surgery was $20,000. So to get her yeah, that fix her bowel obstruction, the hernia was, her digestive system just tied up together because of that hernia, man. Like, holy shit. I'm finna read this. This is not long. A recent Mammoth University study shows more than 1/3 of United States residents wish to move abroad. Pollsters report 34% of respondents will settle in another country if given the opportunity. 50 years ago, only 10% of Americans responded similarly. Wow. Yeah, 50 years ago, things weren't as expensive. They also tell pretty sure 50 years ago too, as well. Um, you know, hospitals and clinics and offices were more doctor owned, which mean they control the prices, which wasn't, mind boggling as it is today. I think the biggest regret is that hospitals being ran like a business. Like, hospitals supposed to be a place of healing, place of rehabilitation, not fucking, place of profit. Research picked Americans' brains using the same slice of life questions 11 times since their inaugural acts in 1948, exploring American hobbies, interests, and travel preferences across demographics. Excuse me, y'all. Shit. Like age, gender, race, and party line. It says the Gallup organization asked modern Americans the same questions given to respondents in 1974. If you were free to do so, would you like to go and settle in another country or not? While the question remains the same, Americans had never wanted to leave more. In the 70s, 87% of those surveyed said they will not leave the U.S. Only 10% expressed interest and 3% said they don't know. At this time, 34% reported that they would immigrate. You know, um, it says the number of would-be immigrants reaches all-time lowest in 1991, with only 9% confirming that they'll explore other countries. Though it rose post-Gulf War. Memphis University Polling Institute Director Patrick Murray says political preferences play a role in recent immigration interests. After holding pretty steadily over 50 years following World War II, there was a huge jump in the number of Americans who want who want to leave the country sometimes in the last 3 decades. I'll be willing to bet that the partisan rancor of the past few years have played a significant role in the heightened desire to immigrate. What else drives American interest in mass exodus? Foreign living platform expertly published findings in this year for the a PATSY test, a diagnostic resource designed for Americans with immigration interests. The test correlates varying data pools using quiz criteria about how they see their lives in a new culture. The healthcare conversation. One of most overwhelming responses concerning healthcare, often a bone in contention in America, when asked how they cover healthcare costs living abroad. 70% of those expressed in relocation chose universal healthcare. Of course. Of course. Y'all know somebody that says that. Citizens' desire to leave correlates with Americans' ever rising medical costs. Statista reports the average U.S. residents' health expenditures at $13,439 per capita in 2022. The figure amounted to only $146 per person in 1960. A $9,000 increase over those 60 years. And you see why 70% people said they want universal health care. Now you see. Wow. That's just corporate greed right there. The National Center for Health Statistics says 25 million people, 7.6 of all Americans, didn't have health insurance in 2023. Most uninsured aged 18 to 64. Citizens over 65 are the most insured. Well, when you hit age of 65, you're guaranteed health care. You get Part A, Part B, and I think you get Part D. I think Part D is like Medicare Advantage or some shit like that, because my mom got that. So when you're 18 to 64, you are fucked. When you're a child, you have CHIPS, children health insurance plan, or Medicaid or something like that. But when you're 18 to 64, they say, you bet you on your own, you most likely you have to work, to get health insurance. And even though, a lot of people can't afford to add the health insurance on their plan, because a lot of people I know, have to pay rent. So they had to choose either rent or health insurance, and I'm pretty sure this person that got sick, possibly with COVID, she would probably got better quicker if she had health insurance. When she went to the doctor, they probably gave her some, antibodies and stuff like that. But, she had to fight this shit out, that's the United States for you. And you see why 70% of people chose universal health care. About 2/3 of the expatriate test respondees aged 25 to 54. This group is more likely to have young children, but less likely to have health coverage. Yeah. The allure of Mexican healthcare. The National recently explored U.S. citizens' increasing reliance on Mexican healthcare. Writer Sarah Rubin describes American health insurance as a never-ending labyrinth of third-party administrators and bureaucracy, a combo compounding America's burdensome medical debt and sky-high treatment prices. Yeah, you go to Mexico, and usually, usually the procedures are way, 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 way cheaper than the United States. I think it's cheaper to get a plane ticket to Mexico or drive to Mexico, if you do that, or, rather than spend tens of thousands of dollars on a procedure, which, a few $100 or something like that. I'm not, just an estimate. A sea of red tape and largely cost prohibitive treatments means Mexico is unsurprisingly the party's top choice as a medical treatment destination. U.S. citizens can obtain a 6-month Mexican visa using only a valid passport, a cross-border agreement that leaves plenty of time for recovery. However, experts urge Americans planning their departure to research their preferred destination and to practice caution when leaving the country for medical procedures, citing numerous malpractice claims and fatalities. Do your research, right? Yeah. Many Americans' financial strain propels their interest in relocation, but immigration processes are often costly. For would-be patients unable to afford to uproot and plant themselves somewhere new, some countries offer services to help Americans become medical tourists. I heard about that before. It says one such platform is HealthStay, a new resource for health care seeking expats. This company offers international patients bespoke top-level medical care in the United Arab Emirates, along elite accommodations, including luxury post-operation excursions. Some evidence even suggests that aesthetics and environment may contribute to faster um, uh, post-operative recovery. Some hospitals, like this one hospital I went to had like a lobby, like it was nice, it was garden, and had garden. It's a garden, and you can sit at a bench. Yeah, okay, that's what they're talking about. Daunting travel expenses still pose barriers for many American consumers, as healthcare costs and international costs are both cost prohibitive. But yeah, it's not cheap to travel, to get that. But I think in the end, it still be cheaper than procedures done here. Like, just think about it. Turkey sets bar for medical tourism. Across the pond, Turkey is U.S. Mexico. The transcontinental country is a magnet for European medical tourists, especially cosmetic procedures, and caters mostly to German, Russian, and British tourists seeking dental design and hair placement therapy. Turkey's booming medical tourism industry welcomed 1 million patients in 2022 and on pace to serve nearly 1/4 of the globe's medical tourists. Viral Turkish elective procedures even generate new slang, turkey teeth, commonly used in the United Kingdom to describe the vivid white chumpters medical tourists return home with. So, wow. So, you go to Turkey, if you live in Russia or Britain or Germany, and shit. Wow. Without breaking the bank. Must be nice. While Americans may not need to look beyond its southern neighbor for medical tourism, they have other options. A Paxi's catalog of most recommended countries primes Portugal, Spain, and Switzerland for their position among other sought-after medical destinations. The EU members boast universal healthcare and offer a more affordable standard of living rather than the U.S., regardless of where tourists are or where they're going. Sound employment opportunities and healthcare access are must when reading overseas or across the border. So yeah, y'all, very interesting article, man. People, you know, would rather pack up, leave the United States where they family at, their kids have friends in school or whatever like that. That show you people, when people are desperate, they do things, for reasons. Like, it's a reason. Go to Mexico, go to Turkey, hell yeah, cheaper universal health care, Cuba too. I think Cuba had its own COVID vaccine and I actually eradicated COVID. So yeah, y'all. Very interesting article. Good read, man. Shout out to JB. He was the first one. You know, I always get credit when credit's due. He did that article first. He broke it down way better than I did. Check out his video. I got one more article for y'all. You know, it's I think I read it earlier, but you know, so you know, it's a shame. Um, um, it's for Mundo Weiss. It says Hezbollah confirms the death of Hasan, Nasrallah, and Israel carpet bombing. That's the guy right there. The Secretary General of Hezbollah, Hasan Nasrallah, was killed by the latest Israeli carpet bombing of Beirut, southern Dahaya district on Friday, according to an official announcement by the Lebanese resistance group on Saturday afternoon. Israel had bombed a residential block of the Harat area in the Dayat district with several 2,000-pound bunker buster bombs, which are American made. The massive airstrike leveled an entire residential block and completely flattened at least 6 residential buildings. Now, if you're American and you hear about bombs that are made in your country, destroyed people's homes, people's property, you know, in your mind, you know, I would expect an average person at least to be pissed about that. Like, why are we sending these weapons to kill people? Like, you know, like murder, like genocide. But you know, some people look at you and like, hell, there's nothing I can do about it. The doomerism aspect of it, which fucking pisses me off. But I'm gonna continue reading. Israeli media outlets first reported that Nasrallah was the target of the strike, while AFP and Reuters quoted sources described as close to Hezbollah, saying that he was still alive. On Saturday morning, the Israeli army officially announced that it had confirmed the killing of Nasrallah, and a few hours later, Hezbollah published a statement confirming the news. Since late Friday, Israel put its forces on full alert along the Lebanese border, calling two reserve units to duty and opening public shelters in several cities, bracing for Hezbollah retaliation. Hezbollah expanded its rockets' reach on Saturday to central Israel and even the central West Bank. Israeli air defenses intercepted Hezbollah's rockets near Ramallah a few hours before Hezbollah officials' announcement of Nasrallah's death. It says Israel's escalation comes to the U.S. and other European countries. They say they are trying to reach a ceasefire deal on the Lebanese border. Israel has pledged to secure the return of evacuated Israelis to the north, while Hezbollah continues to refuse to cease the activity of support front in solidarity with Gaza unless Israel ends its war on the besieged coastal enclave. Since Israel began its offensive on Lebanon last Monday, it killed at least 1,250 Lebanese and wounded more than 5,000. Yeah, it's a genocide, people. Yeah, genocide in Lebanon. Wow. Fucking depressing. Who is Hasan Nasrallah? Nasrallah was born in 1960 in a working class neighborhood of Buj Hamoud near Beirut. He pursued religious studies in Iraq while engaging in political activity in the ranks of the Amal movement, a Lebanese Shahid-based political group founded by Shia-centric politician Musa al-Salah, by whom Nasrallah was inspired. In Iraq, he met his mentor Abbas Nusawah, and both men became friends. Nusawah and Nasrallah later quit the Amal movement and went co-founded Hezbollah in the early 1980s, following Israel's invasion and occupation in Lebanon in 1982. In the late 1980s, Hezbollah became an increasingly important component of the Lebanese resistance to Israeli occupation, with Nasrallah becoming a member of its political leadership. In 1992, Israel assassinated Abbas Nusawah along with his wife and newborn son. Nasrallah succeeded Nuswani as Secretary General of the movement. In 1997, Nasrallah's son Hadi Nasrallah was killed in action during a combat with Israel forces in southern Lebanon, contributing to the growth of Nasrallah's popularity. Nasrallah led Hezbollah through successive Israeli defensives against the movement, starting with the July 1993 offense. In 1996, Nasrallah oversaw Hezbollah's operation during Israel's offensive Grapes of Wrath, ending in a historic agreement that stipulated avoiding the targeting of civilians from both sides. In May 2000, Nasrallah led Hezbollah during the Israeli withdrawal from Lebanon and announced victory in an iconic speech in the border city of Bent Jebel. He then led Hezbollah through the 2006 Israeli war on Lebanon, which ended with a full Israeli withdrawal and ceasefire, capturing Hezbollah status on the first resistance movement to successfully repel an Israeli military invasion. 2 years later, Hezbollah concluded a prisoner exchange deal with Israel and saw the release of 100 Lebanese, Palestinian, and Arab detainees from Israeli jails. In 2012, Nasrallah announced Hezbollah's involvement in the Syrian civil war, siding with the Syrian regime of Bashar al-Assad. Under Nasrallah's relationship, Hezbollah played a central role in defeating Syrian rebels and later ISIS in Syrian territories on Lebanon's border. The war propelled Hezbollah to a position of regional influence, even as it lost support among sectors of the Lebanese and Arab populations in the broader region that supported the Syrian occupation. Throughout his political and military career, Nasrallah became famous for live and televised speeches in uncontroversial forms of public diplomacy watched by millions across the region, including Israelis. Interesting. Nasrallah was Hezbollah's third Secretary General, and his killing leaves post vacant for the first time in 32 years. Lebanese media outlets said several analysts expect that his successor will be Hasan Safiuddin, who currently serves as the chief of the movement's executive council. Okay, guys, so that's who Nasrallah was. He was the leader of Hezbollah, and just another reason for Israel to at this point we can see what Israel's doing. Like they want to drag they did want to drag America into war. They fucking with Iran, like Iran, like I just got that bad feeling of a World War III type energy. Hope I'm wrong. I hate all wars. I mean, what can you say? So yeah, y'all. That's the end of the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like the video. When you like the video, on YouTube especially, it pushes out an algorithm. Follow the ATP network on Rumble. We're still at 25 followers, which is sad. We should be at least 30 or 40 by now. Like I know Rumble is, right leaning, but it's some people not everybody on Rumble right leaning. Like Rumble is just, just to get away from YouTube. YouTube and their kindergarten rules. That's too raw saying. And on Twitch, man, if you use Twitch, follow us on Twitch. We growing on Twitch. I remember our first video, man, me doing this, the Good Faith Show. We had 0 views. Now I think we had 21 people watching last week, which is incredible. So thank you guys so much on Twitch, man. I need to do exclusive, like only Twitch content and Rumble content. That way I could be more on myself. Because when you're on YouTube, you can't say whatever you want. And whatever you want ain't bad, but in YouTube's eyes it's bad. So yeah, man. Thank you guys again for watching the Good Faith Show, man. Thank you for hanging in there with me, y'all. Just be patient with me, man. I'm still getting used to the software, and shit happens among with others. Hopefully they get the shit together and we can make this network grow. So thank you again for watching. The Good Faith Show, and thank you for watching.